let's get on to perhaps what is the game of the year in the Elite Eight between UConn and Duke for a spot in the Final Four in Washington, D.C. in the East Region Final. I mean, this is probably going to end up being the bulk of the video just because I feel like there's so much to take out of this on both sides, really. I mean, where do you even start? I mean, I've already put up my episode reacting to this game from the UConn perspective, not as much Duke on my Saturdays and Stores podcast, but I'm still in utter disbelief in just everything that went down in the final 10 seconds of the game. For Silas to tip that pass after missing the front end of the free throw and just making a play when UConn absolutely needed anything to go their way. And Braylon, first, Caravan, just the confidence in your freshman teammate to pass it off to him with your collegiate career on the line, and for Braylon to nail that shot from the parking lot to send the Duke Blue Devils home. I mean, what a game, what a comeback. I mean, I'm still, again, I'm in disbelief.
It is, without a doubt, maybe one of the greatest performances of all time. And I'm not talking about in college basketball or in March Madness history. You look at some of the greatest shots taken in the sport of basketball. Like, this is, I don't know where to put this. Like, is this the dagger? Is this game 6 in Utah? Like, is this one of the great LeBron shots? Like, where do we rank this all time? Because this is not in the college basketball stream. This is like Damian Lillard sending Curry from way downtown. If we had Mike Breen there, they would be a triple bet. That is how insane it was. And
we almost lost B-Rap.
I know we almost lost B-Rap. He couldn't even say onions, dog. He didn't know. He had Grant Hill, a great announcer in himself as well. Grant Hill, speechless. Kevin Harlan, if Kevin Harlan was there, he would have been speechless too. I don't know if he would have thought of any lines to say. It's that incredible that you can't even put words into it. And it is such a true shame for Duke fans to now be a curse. I'm saying it right now. I think a lot of people say it in that way, but I think Duke is cursed.
I want to wait to go all in on Duke because that is for sure to come. But one of the points I made on the UConn podcast was just, how much money did Terrace Reed just make himself? I mean, he's legitimately inserted himself into being a real viable option to take in the second round of the NBA draft.
I think not. I want to not interrupt you. I think that not only did Terrace Reed just get drafted, I think Ball got put on, a great free agent, undrafted free agent line. And I think Braylon Mullins is a surefire lottery pick. Surefire as hell. That is an NBA play by far.
I mean, Terrace Reed, I think he's up there with Yaks as terms of who's been the most impressive in this NCAA tournament thus far. He kept UConn in the game early on. And if he was not getting everything he wanted in the first half, UConn would have faced much larger than a 19-point deficit early in the first half. And Malachi Smith, I don't think is getting the credit he deserves for the minutes he played last night coming off the bench. Just him making that 1-3. There were only 3 of the first half out of 18 attempts. I understand they were still down quite a large margin at that point, but just to see the one shot go down, I think gave him some confidence. All right, so it won't go through the net. Just got to try to chip away at this lead. And Hurley, I think Hurley, just the energy he coached with last night and inserting confidence into his players, reminding them, hey, we've been in these situations all year long. We came back against Providence early in Big East play. Obviously much larger stage, much larger scale of opponent, but it's doable. And they figured it out in the second half. I think they were able to get stops when they really needed to. I think going back to Terrace, need to give him so much credit for how disciplined he was defending Cam Boozer with 3 fouls for the last 10 minutes of the game. He picks up that 4th foul. You need to put Eric Riba in the game. And man, I just don't know if UConn can pull away playing Riba longer than how much he played last night. And UConn just they couldn't make shots in the first half. And finally, in the second half, you had Braylon hit those 2 middies, one of them being an and one. You had solo ball break out on the fast break and score the and one on Boozer, which was a huge momentum shifting play. Caravan, who could not hit a jump shot all game, makes the one massive 3 off the curl to make it a 1-point game. And Boozer obviously extended it back to 3. And then just, I thought UConn was dead in the water when after the timeout with 27 seconds left, you think they're going to go for the quick 2. And they burn so much clock. Silas doesn't make a move to the basket until there's 10 seconds left in the game, and Boozer fouls him, sends him to the line. He misses the front end. I'm just, at that moment, I'm thinking, man, we're going to come on this podcast on Monday and talk about how Duke was able to avoid a massive, comeback win from UConn. And we're going to be talking about how Duke is making it to the Final Four for the second straight year. I'm going to have to talk about on the UConn podcast, looking at transfer portal targets going into next year and previewing, well, what the Huskies could look like next year. And thankfully, I mean, Jimmy Chitwood, Braylon Mullins pulling from Narnia and making that shot. Hey, he's going back to the Hoosier State where he's from, and I mean, who knows? Shots like that, they can instill a lot of confidence and belief in your team, and I just think that hopefully that gives the shooters on UConn a little bit more confidence going forward, that they get back into rhythm and they finally start making shots the way they really have in the entire year.
I still feel like I'm at a loss for words because I don't know what to say. I think when I see moments like this in general, I have to let my brain shut off and just think about what I'm seeing in the moment. And I'm still thinking about what I'm seeing in the moment. But I'm glad that you as the UConn fan here, put, yourself out there on just how big of a change in mentality those past 20 minutes were in that game. But let's focus